Hello everyone. It's been a while and I thought that today I'm going to just do a quick video regarding listening comprehension. Alright, so what I'm going to do in this video is that I'm going to talk you through the different parts of the listening comprehension. This is actually for my P4 class, but I think that many of the principles and the tips that I'm going to share with you, we can apply to any level, be it P4, P5 or P6. Alright, so without further ado, let me take you through the different parts of listening comprehension. Alright, for listening comprehension, we have these four components. The first will be picture matching, and it's an MCQ kind of question. And what we'll have is that it will have usually 3 to 4 different kinds of pictures. And when a student actually hears the audio or the script being read out, and he or she has to match the question to the picture. Alright. For the second part will be picture sequencing. So a paragraph will be read out, and out of the 4 pictures, we are supposed to find out which comes first and which comes second, which comes third and fourth, and you're supposed to label them 1, 2, 3, 4. The third part will be note taking, where another passage will be read out, and what you have to do is that you have to pick out some of the key points and just fill them in the blanks. And the last but not least will be listening comprehension, where typically it's about 3 questions where you answer them just as you would for a normal comprehension exercise in English. Alright. So for picture matching, some of the tips. Okay, for every question, you'll be read out twice. So when the first time as you look at the question itself, try to have a quick glance at all 4 pictures, and as you hear the first time the question is being read out, identify the correct answer quickly. Alright, you may not want to immediately write down the answer itself. And what you should do also, out of those 4 questions, quickly identify which are the 2 is most likely is not going to be the answer. Those are the distractors. Okay, so that when the second time when you hear the question stem being read out again, check your answer to see whether it is correct. Usually, sometimes these questions, they may have 2 sentences. The first sentence may somehow lead you to think that may be the correct answer. So do not be too quick to write down your answer immediately. Listen to the end of the question stem, the passage that's been read out to you. Probably it will be about 2 or 3 sentences, and check through the second time. Make sure that you check your answer to see whether whether your answer is still the correct answer or whether you need to make a change. For example, okay, this may be one of the distractors that they may have. They have two pictures that are very close to each other. For example, picture A and picture B. And then the teacher or the audio recording is going to read out, Mickey's flower is withering. Okay, and when the rain fell, he was overjoyed. So you're thinking to yourself, hey, picture B actually shows that the flower is really withering and it's not doing very well. But that may not be the exact correct answer. But rather, if you listen to it as a whole, where Mickey's flower is withering. When the rain fell, he was overjoyed. So you can this picture is actually describing him being overjoyed more so than the flower withering. So it's very important not to just quickly write down your answer after you have heard the first sentence, but to listen to the entire few sentences as a whole. And then in this instance, the correct answer will be A. He's overjoyed. Okay, moving on to the second part, picture sequencing. Same thing. It'll be read out to you twice. The first listening, the sequencing usually consists of 5 to 7 sentences. And the first sentence, it could either describe the topic in general. For example, if let's say it is describing the how to bake a cake, it will say that Mom decided to bake a cake. And then the second sentence might lead you to the first picture. Okay, I don't have any pictures for you right now, but I'm just thinking aloud. Okay, the first sentence could either describe the topic in general, or it might be describing the first picture. So make sure that you are attentive right from the beginning all the way to the end. Okay, sometimes you can predict just by looking at the pictures, but don't rely on your prior knowledge. Don't just because, oh, I know this, it must be this comes first, this comes second, third, and fourth. All right, always listen to the passage from the beginning to the end. And the second time, same thing, check your answer. Once you have after the first reading, you should have identified which one comes first, second, third, and fourth. If you missed out one, don't worry. Just make sure that you still know what comes second, which comes third, or or if you miss out the first and the second, you know that the third and the fourth comes together. That will be helpful as well. Second time, as you listen to those parts that you have missed out, catch up on them. If not, you can check your answers to make sure that it is in the correct order. Okay, moving on to note taking. Same thing. Again, it will be read out to you twice. It is important to quickly read through the introduction paragraph. Sometimes many of us make this mistake is that we just skip the instructions and the first paragraph. Okay, because sometimes when you quickly read through the introduction paragraph, sometimes it may be read out to you as well, and you find that you have a good idea of what this topic or this part of the note taking, what are you exactly taking notes for? All right, so that you have somehow you have a good idea of what you're taking notes for. Is it a phone call? Is it is it maybe some instructions that someone has given you? So that you have this idea to know what exactly you're looking out for. Be careful of what the question is asking. It may or it usually actually includes a distractor. Okay, later I'll show you one example. If you're not sure of the spelling, very, very important, do not leave it blank. Okay, try. Even if you're not too sure whether you have spelled it correctly, still pen it down. Okay, because typically sometimes you might even get some marks because of it. Because sometimes we may forget how it's being spelled, but at least you have the content. That means you still have you have taken down what exactly this part of the note taking requires of you. All right, you will not be penalized for misspelling of names and as well as numbers. Okay, numbers. For example, if quantity, you don't have to spell out the exact 20. You don't have to spell TWENTY. Okay, or $200, you don't have to write TWOHUNDRED, and you spell out the whole thing. Okay, for money, usually make sure that you include the units. Okay, it's not just two. Maybe you say maybe if it's a question about mom giving pocket money, how much money, amount of pocket money given to John. Okay, if you just write two, it could mean $2. It could mean 2 lunch packets, 2 cats. Yeah, so it's the units are somehow important as well. So after you have taken down the notes, make sure the second time, same thing, check through your answers. Alright, so now I'm going to give you one example of how they can the passage may have some details which may try to distract you. So if in the script it says, I enjoy coffee but mom enjoys tea. Okay, so first thing, you may, once you heard coffee, you may think, oh, enjoy, it must be coffee. If you're not too sure whether you missed out the subject in this sentence, make sure that you wait till the second time before you fill in your answers. So in this case, we know that mom enjoys tea. So don't let this confuse you. Sometimes if let's say it is about locations, it may give you 2 different locations and you need to be mindful whether which location the question is actually asking you for. Alright. Okay, some for listening comprehension, the last part, the 4th section, same thing as you would for most MCQ questions, eliminate the distractors. Okay, if 2 answers are very similar, ask yourself, what is this story about? Or what is this question actually really asking you for? Alright, so after you have make sure that you read through every single option given to you, and the second time when the passage is read out to you again, same thing, check through your answers one last time. It is okay, this is one last thing I want to put it across to you. It is okay to make this small little notes, putting ticks and crosses on your exam paper. It is fine, alright, if it helps you to arrive at your answers. but it is not compulsory. Okay, some of you may choose to do it, but some of you may choose to just visually look at the pictures given to you. That is fine. All of us have our own different learning styles. Some of us may prefer to just listen and perhaps some of us even prefer to use our fingers to point, to help us to keep tabs. But some of us like to make small little notes at the side. It is perfectly fine. All right. So that is all for this short video on listening comprehension. Hopefully you have learned something, and it will help you with the upcoming listening comprehension examination. All right, keep calm and listen. Okay, till next time. Bye.